And what qualities are you looking for in something that's going to win a top award here at the IWSC?
That's a good question. I always get asked the question, what is the best vodka in the world? Or how do I produce the best vodka in the world? And if someone wants to produce a good quality and award-winning vodka, I would say there are certain processes that should be followed, and it is important to control the whole process of the production. So from sourcing your base ingredients to controlling the quality of the distillation process, and then if those steps are followed, most likely you will produce a vodka that is smooth, well balanced, and delivers a little bit of character at the same time, depending on the ingredients we use.
So first of all, you want to identify if there are any faults in the whiskey, and most of the time there aren't any, which is great. That's what we like to see. But then we look for what kind of flavours and aromas are present. So how much of that flavour is there? Do those flavours work in tandem with each other? Is there complexity? Is there a depth of flavour? Does it take you on a journey? And that's really what we're looking for, is this going to be a pleasant experience for the end consumer who's purchasing this bottle? Are they going to have a great time with this? Because ultimately, if we're giving this bottle a medal, we want to say to the consumer, you are going to enjoy this. So that's what we kind of look for, is hopefully giving somebody a great experience.
I think it's balance. I think everything always comes down to balance. If you're looking at a London dry gin, does it taste of juniper, but does it have the citrus character? If you're looking at a whiskey, is there distillate character? Is there oak? Rum, is there sweetness? But is there, is it balanced? Is it too sweet? So always look for balance.
Two things. One is balance, and by balance I mean the various different components are working well together and in harmony, and they're not kind of, one thing is not massively overwhelming something else. And the other thing is an expressiveness, is a clarity. So that can come through complexity, or it can come through something that's relatively simple. I mean, fruit spirits are a good example of this. Things that are quite simple, but there can be an amazing purity in that, and it's that purity which is the thing that really makes it stand out. Very difficult to describe that unless we've gone and got samples and we can go, oh, okay, that's the difference. But it's those two things, balance and expression.
I'm looking for balance over boldness, really making sure that there's a finesse involved. It's not just loud for the sake of it, intense for the sake of it. What have they done there? I'm looking for a sequential flavor journey. So whether that's citrus, herbs, spice, or whatever it is, I want this transition. I want to be taken on this immersive experience through flavor. And then equally, I want botanical layering. So it's not just, here's one flavor of citrus, or this is just, let's say, zesty grapefruit. It's like, no, we're going to cut it with water. You're going to get a much juicier orange that backtracks. So multiple botanicals at multiple stages of that journey. So balance, sequence, and then layering.
For me, it depends on the style. I like things that are easy drinking. I like things that are true to its nature, whether it's the producers going for something citrusy, fruity, or herbal. I like that they stay true to that. I also do like to, if it's particularly something I like to see how it mixes, I like to move with as a long drink as well as short. So I always look for how many different ways I can use it, and also can I enjoy my time drinking it.
And you're tasting blind here, of course, at the IWSC.
Yeah.
As a flavour expert, how do you go about tasting blind?
It's difficult, yeah. I think for me, bias plays a lot of roles in working with other judges. But again, it's really interesting to see how different people tackle it. But I think you have to have your own anchor almost. You can't be influenced by other people too much. So I quite like to anchor myself as I go into a category. So for example, London Dry yesterday. Go in knowing what my anchors are. I'm looking for juniper, got to have some juniper in there. It's got to be clean, crisp. Yeah, just looking for those key elements that are always there that make it what I'm looking for. And then anything on top of that is just a bonus.
I think it comes down to those three critical things. So is it balanced? Does it tell a story? Is it expressive? And is it characterful? Is it true to its type, and then does it give you a little bit extra? And that's what I really look for in a spirit. There are so many good ones out there, and there are loads of great ones too, and it's always a joy when you find them.
I mean, so the first thing is you think, you know, is the botanical and the spirit, is it integrating well? Does it sit together? Is it a decent spirit? Does it taste nice? Then you've got layers above that. You're looking for kind of botanical complexity. You're looking for a length of journey and threads to kind of start to pull everything together. You want something with quite a long finish. You don't want to, be in the middle of juniper and then it fall off the edge of a cliff. So the kind of complexity and flavour journey then is how you then maybe move up the medal table, I think, for me.